I used to believe in astrology. I thought that all of the stars could be found inside of me, but that's not true. Recently, astrology led me astray, but it wasn't in a bad way. It was, as many would say, interesting. So I asked those close to me about their relationship to astrology to better understand my own.
It was one of those books. I remember that it was one of those books where it's a book entirely about your sign, and there's one for each of the signs. You can pick up the book, and I remember picking up my book and flipping through it and feeling incredibly called out.
My sister and I would read teen magazines, and they would have your horoscope. If I didn't hear what I wanted to hear, I was like, this is dumb, and I don't believe in it.
Virgos are known to be doubtful and self-critical. So even if I did believe in it 100%, I probably wouldn't be able to just say, I completely believe in this thing, which is my cross to bear.
I was probably in middle school. And the reason I remember is because, you would get the teen magazine. I was always very interested in how closely it mirrored, how I felt.
My stepdad was abusive, and he was a leader in the New Age community, so.
I never read them, but you send them to me.
The only thing I know about Pisces is that it's a fish, and I consider myself a fish.
We are looking for a way forward. We are looking for guidance. We are looking to find ourselves. We are looking. This is a mirror. This is a lens.
I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. Everyone in my family is a cusp. And growing up, my mom, there was something about that she really liked.
When I read through horoscopes and you see, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, I don't see anything negative about that, but then I see Cancer. Ugh, who wants Cancer, right?
It's totally a guide or a framework or a lens through which to view things, and it isn't the be-all end-all. It's just a starting place or a reference point.
She would pull out these books that she had about relationship compatibilities and things in my life, and I was like, maybe don't do that. There was a sense of language being much more set in stone than it is.
Have you heard the phrase, I will love you to the moon and back? Do you know that the distance changes? Why do we say that? Language is broken, which to say it is not fixed. Something must fill the gap of language.
I finished graduate school, and I drove across the country with my best friend from school because she was moving to LA. In Las Vegas, we got this idea that we should go see a psychic together. And we find a woman, did a tarot reading that was really intense and pretty negative but true about my life. It felt very accurate. And then she told me a thing about my chakras. She told me that my root chakra was closed. That's sort of the base that lays the foundation for everything to work right. Another thing that was happening to me at that time, I found out that I had scoliosis and manifested at first as this very intense, mysterious pain that now that we're talking about it, I remember it manifested on that trip.
Something must fill the gap of language.
We lost your memories of how we got it within a few months, so I said, let's have purging and cleansing. And I was kind of kidding about it. Trisha came over, and Trisha had all of this stuff with her, and I didn't know that she was a practicing witch, and she did a real ritual with me and really burned my house down. And I was just weeping the whole time.
There has to be a reason for this pain.
The pain kind of informed a lot of this trying to figure out what God is or what I'm looking for.
This is a beginning. We have yet to arrive.
I think it just exists as an endless reference.
I think the same concepts apply to civilization, and building, and there's a history there, and feeling connected to a community.
I still read them now, just to see, is that pertaining to what I think my children might be going through.
There's no other widely used or widely known belief system that I can think about that is so much about communicating and relating to others, and it's about connecting.
I haven't articulated this out loud before.
I used to believe in astrology. I thought that all of the stars could be found inside of me. But that's not true. They're inside of you.